I am Dr. Jessie John, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Now we are discussing the arterial anastomosis of the back of the thigh. So there are three types of the anastomosis. One is the pelvic and gluteal anastomosis, and we will call longitudinal arterial anastomosis here. And other anastomosis are here, that is the trochanteric anastomosis and cruciatic anastomosis. So first we will discuss the pelvic and gluteal anastomosis, and we will see here the common iliac arteries that bifurcate to form the external and internal iliac artery, and we all know about it. Just lateral to the level of the second anterior sacral foramina, the internal iliac artery gives off the iliolumbar artery and the superior gluteal artery. Iliolumbar artery travels superiorly before bifurcating into its lumbar and iliac branches at the level of the iliosacral joint. The iliac artery then courses along the inner margins of the iliac crest, after which it exits the vas pelvis superior to the lateral portion of the inguinal ligament. The iliac artery joins an anastomosis with four other arteries just inferior to the anterior superior iliac spine. Superior gluteal artery leaves the pelvis via the greater sciatic foramen and courses posterior to the iliac bone. It gives a superficial and a deep branch, latter of which travels deep to the gluteus medius, and the deep superior gluteal artery divides to form superior and inferior divisions. Superior division joins the iliac artery in ASIS anastomosis. Deep circumflex artery travels superior laterally, medial, and deep to the inguinal ligament to join the anastomosis at the ASIS. Similarly, superficial circumflex iliac artery takes a superolateral course and anterior to the inguinal ligament to meet the anastomosis at the ASIS. Finally, the ascending branch of the lateral circumflex femoral artery, a branch of profunda femoris, recurs anterior to the neck of the femur to join the ASIS anastomosis. So this is the longitudinal artery anastomosis, and we can say here the pelvic and gluteal anastomosis. Now second is trochanteric anastomosis. Trochanteric anastomosis situated in trochanteric fossa, and this is formed by the ascending branch of the medial circumflex femoral artery. We can see here in this picture also trochanteric anastomosis. We can see here in this anastomosis the taking part of the arteries here. The ascending branch of the lateral circumflex femoral artery, and descending branch of the inferior gluteal artery, and descending branch of the superior gluteal artery also. So we can see here the neck of the femur is vascularized by the anastomosing branch from the profunda femoris artery, and profunda femoris gives off a lateral circumflex and a medial circumflex femoral artery, and the lateral circumflex femoral artery bifurcate, giving rise to the ascending, descending, and transverse branches. Ascending branch travels superiorly in the anterior aspect of the femoral neck, and ascending branch of the medial circumflex femoral artery also travels to the superiorly, but along the trochanteric line in the posterior aspect of the neck of the femur. They both meet with the inferior division of the deep superior gluteal artery in the trochanteric fossa. Inferior gluteal artery also joins the trochanteric anastomosis along the neck of the femur. Median circumflex femoral artery also form an anastomosis with the posterior branch of the obturator artery, and it courses along the inner margin of the ramus of the ischium. The obturator artery also gives off anterior and acetabular branch as it enters the obturator foramen posterior to the superior pubic ramus. The anterior branch of the obturator artery follows the inner margin of the inferior pubic ramus to the anastomosis with the posterior branch. So this is all about the trochanteric anastomosis. Now the cruciate anastomosis, we can see here in this picture cruciate anastomosis that is situated at the back of the femur at the level of the lesser trochanter. That is formed by the transverse branch of the medial circumflex femoral artery and the transverse branch of the lateral circumflex femoral artery and ascending branch of the first perforating artery and the descending branch of the mm, inferior gluteal artery. So these are all about the anastomosis that is happen the back of the thigh, and some is trochanteric fossa and the lesser back of the femur and the pelvic and the gluteal region. So in next video we will discuss the, and this is the all about the back of the thigh. In next video we will discuss the popliteal fossa. Thank you.